What's happening, Green Thumb traders and investors? It's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on The Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Also home to the best MJ community. Today's Friday, December 1st. Happy Friday and a brand new month. Wow, last month of 2023. Where did the year go? But going to jump into the Green Thumb chart. Going to do some technical analysis. I'll give some thoughts and opinions on what to look for in terms of the technicals and give my thoughts and opinions on the price action in the days, weeks, months ahead. There is a monthly uptrend that is very close to confirming, so I'm going to show that on the chart and then give some examples of some names that have already done so and confirmed their monthly uptrends. But obviously this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment and informational purposes only. You should never ever buy anything based on anything that I write or anything that I say. And full disclosure, I do own Green Thumb in my MJ portfolio. A lot of people were asking how come I didn't add that to my MJ portfolio. I did a video of my top 5 holdings, and then I did another video of my entire MJ portfolio breakdown with percentages. And that was a few months ago. I didn't have Green Thumb in it then. I recently added it. I think it was about a month ago or something like that, but I'll have to do an updated MJ portfolio holdings video. But essentially I did add this stock to my portfolio because I was more or less just waiting for US MJ to correct as much as Canadian MJ, right? Because the sector moves together. They move in tandem, right? All of the MJ names, not down to the second, the day, the minute, but overall on a monthly and yearly basis, usually they trend the same direction. So I was waiting for, 80 to 90+% corrections. With Green Thumb, we actually dropped over 80% from the February 2021 highs. But before we get to it, make sure to smash the like. It helps support me in the channel. It also doesn't cost you anything. I would appreciate it. Love each and every one of you who supported me along the way. You can tick the bell as well if you're new. And subscribe. You'll be notified on any future videos or whenever I go live. Also, make sure to give us a follow on X, which is formerly Twitter. The handle for that is @GroupPow. Going to be using that as my platform of choice going forward. And just before we dive into the chart for Green Thumb, I want to bring up today's sponsor for this video, and that sponsor is called Moomoo. They're a NASDAQ listed fintech with over 20 million users. I love the platform so far. I've been using it here. The desktop app, you can download the desktop or the mobile app as well. So if you have it on the mobile, you'll never miss a beat. And then also they have free level 2 market data. They've got extended trading hours as well. And some of the lowest fees I've seen, that you can get it for as low as $1.99 per trade. Still to this day, people saying they spend anywhere from like $10 to $15 per trade. So that can end with Moomoo. You can, like I said, you can trade for as low as $1.99. And then you can trade US stocks from 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time and Canadian stocks from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time. So you have that extended hours. And they also have a paper trading option as well, where you can win an iPhone 15 and other hot Apple products as well. Last but not least, you can also get a cash bonus of up to $1,520 just for funding your account. You can check the description box below, and in the comment section, I'll drop a link for Moomoo there. And you've got all the news that as well. You can form your watch list. You can check the news for each individual company. They have their own analysis and quotes as well, so you can see the market cap, float, shares, everything like that all in here. And then they, like I said, they have that paper trading option as well if you want to practice with paper money, and you can win some pretty cool hot items as well. But we'll dive into the chart, and this is something as well that's pretty neat about Moomoo is you can use the technical analysis tools that are built within, and it's free. So that's pretty cool. You can add the EMAs, the simple moving averages, you can add your RSI, your MACD. But right now I'm on the monthly time frame, and I just wanted to bring up the monthly uptrend that we're looking to potentially confirm. And we could see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross. The last time those crossed, it was bearish. So I used the 12 and 26 period, the 12 being the yellow line here and the 26 period being the white line. So when the shorter term EMA is above the longer term EMA, in this case the 12 period versus the 26 period, when those cross, you can see here, whenever the yellow is below the white and they cross, we usually see tons of upside. Here they got close to seeing that bear cross, but it never actually crossed, so the downside was limited, and then we just continued the uptrend from there. And like I said, that was the highs of February 2021, and we went from about, the high there was $49.66 all the way down to a low of $8.62. So that's why I was holding off, because we had that monthly downtrend confirmed with the high, low, lower high, and lower low. So in the month of September 2021, that's actually when we confirmed the monthly downtrend. Then we had a monthly EMA 12 and 26 bear cross. And again, I was waiting for a lot of names in the US to drop below that 80 to 90%. If you look at Trulieve from February 2021 highs, Trulieve's actually down over 93%. So Canadian names were weaker, the licensed producers, and then most names were down 90% plus, and I was waiting for most MJ in the US to drop 80, 90% plus. and that's when I started to add GTII. And then we had the reverse happen. So we have the 12 period again underneath, the shorter term underneath the longer term, in this case the 26 period, and we're very close to seeing them cross bullish ahead of monumental recommendation of Schedule 3. So if the DEA comes back over the next 1 to 2 quarters, in my opinion, I think there's a slight chance that we get the DEA approval of HHS recommendation Schedule 3 before the end of the year, but I think the most likely scenario is we get it in the first or second quarter, sometime between March and May 2024 is where they respond, and I think they're going to approve that recommendation to Schedule 3, and then later on, late 2024, I would say probably before the election for sure we'll get it approved, but it could be early 2025 where it actually gets enacted, and then it's rescheduled, and then that'll also remove 280E overnight once it is enacted, which is going to be absolutely massive. Curaleaf said they've already paid over $350 million to the US government under 280E tax code alone. Imagine that. Boris Jordan, the executive chairman and co-founder, said that if it wasn't for 280E, the company would probably be paying shareholders dividends already. Imagine if that $350 million just under 280E hit the bottom line, right? So you can imagine what Green Thumb is paying, right? I think Trulieve said that they paid over $350 million in 280E taxes. So that's literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars that are going to hit these companies' bottom line. And we're going to see very high cash flowing businesses like you wouldn't believe. And these companies are going to have more money than they know what to do with. So just keep in mind that, we're starting to see the tides turn, and we have some of the biggest catalysts of our lifetime on the horizon. We also have legalization of Germany, adult use in Germany. So we're going to see that potentially take effect beginning part of 2024. I would say at least in the first half of 2024. And then we could see safer banking, could see uplisting the NYSE and the NASDAQ, Florida potentially on the ballot for 2024. I just did a video on that yesterday with about 70% of people in favor of that. So this is looking really, really good, like I said, in terms of technicals, and then also in terms of fundamentals and catalysts over the next 6 to 12 months. I think this is going to be MJ's time to shine over the next couple of years. We're looking to end a multi-year bear market and potentially start a multi-year bull market. And what I need to see as a technical analyst on GTII is I want to see a monthly uptrend confirmed to mark the bottom is in, and that we're starting a new potential multi-year bull market. So what does an uptrend, what is an uptrend? It's higher lows and higher highs. What is a downtrend? Lower highs and lower lows. So you can see here in this example, we had lower high and lower low, lower high, lower low. So now, and we had that bear cross of the EMAs, now we need the higher lows and higher highs. So what are we doing right now? We have our low, we have our high of the bounce here at $16.94. We have our higher low here at $10.44. And now we're looking for the higher low. We know this is a higher low because we broke the low of the previous candle. That means that we're consolidating, we're pulling back, but it's still a higher low compared to this recent low here at 862. Okay, so 862, we're now looking for a monthly higher low compared to that. So we have our higher low, and we're starting the monthly bounce. We had resistance at 1440. Actually, it's a double top so far at 1438. So if we break 1440, monthly bounce underway. We're breaking the high of the previous candle, so monthly bounce is underway. Then it's all about resistance there at 1694. If we break that resistance, that gives us our low, high, higher low, and higher high. Boom, we're in an uptrend. Then we could see monthly EMA 12 and 26 bull crosses. And if we take a look at, say, Curaleaf, Curaleaf is an example of a name that's already in an uptrend. So we have low, high, higher low, and higher high. So this is where GTII is at the moment, and it's close to starting its monthly bounce and then give us a higher high. So then we came back down here on Curaleaf. We actually held support perfectly, basically double bottom, and that uptrend remains intact. And then same thing with AYR. AYR, you can see here we have our low, high, higher low, and now looking for another potential higher high. So very, very strong name, and a lot of the names in MJ are starting to trend back to their EMA 26s. So again, this is looking really, really good in terms of green thumb, golden crosses on a lot of our names as well, which is the 50-day below the 200-day moving average crossing. We also had a bull cross of the weekly EMAs, which is the first time since the highs of February 2021 as well. So like I said, pretty much all systems go, and show me the charts, I'll tell you the news. And it's looking like we could get some massive news catalysts over the next, like I said, several months. And this is arguably going to be the biggest run in MJ history, in my opinion. But let me know in the comment section below if this video was helpful. And going to end it there, it's Rod with Power Group. Thanks again for joining us in the pursuit of wealth, and we'll see you again on the next video.